Fellas, have any of you guys ever dealt with a woman and you had no choice but to think to yourself, like, man, I swear, I think the devil himself personally sent this woman into my life to sabotage me and everything around me? How many of you guys ever dealt with a woman like that? Came into your life and just turned it upside down, inside out, any which way possible, man. Just completely just flipped your whole world upside down, man. How many of you guys ever been in a situation like that, man? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what today's video is going to be about, man. But before we get into it, make sure you like the video, hit up the comment section, question, comments, concerns, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, man. Shalom, my brothers. We're going to talk about something very interesting today, fellas. So stick to the video until the end. Now, let's get into what you guys came here to see. So, about a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, actually, me and my ex, yes, my ex that I always bring up in all my videos. I know some of y'all thinking, man, Shakira Shalom, just hit her up and get back with her, man. You always talking about her. Yeah, I know. But I bring her up so much because my ex plays a part in a lot of things that went on and that are actually currently going on in my life, such as my spiritual and semen retention journey. So, yes, about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, me and my ex was living in Chicago in the suburbs somewhere. Had us a 3-bedroom apartment in the suburbs. So stayed there for a year. We had a 1-year lease. Long story short, we broke up towards the end of the lease. She went down to San Antonio, Texas with the rest of her family because all of them live down there. They're from Chicago, but they at some point moved down to San Antonio. So she left. Her and her daughter packed up, left. They went to San Antonio. I packed my stuff up, had to go live with my mom's. Now the lease was up. We didn't break the lease. The lease was up. So when it was up, they went that way and I went the other way. So I was so depressed after that breakup and after her and that baby left because her daughter was like a daughter to me. I loved both of them, man. Loved them to death. So fell into a very, very deep depression. I was drinking a lot. I couldn't get off the couch. I couldn't get out the bed. I didn't want to go to work. Like I couldn't do nothing. I was sick, man. Like I was sick, bro. Like I literally was like sick behind that breakup. So long story short, I ended up reaching a point to where I just couldn't take it anymore. I found God. I found God. I started praying every day. I started reading the Bible. I started to watch godly shows such as The Chosen. I hit that point in my life where I was just so down and depressed and wanted to just end it all. To the point where I just was pushed towards God, man. Like a lot of things started going on in my life that was like signs that I feel like was from God, that God was like telling me, I want you in my life. I want to be a part of your life. And I found God. So once I did that, I also started semen retention again because I've been on semen retention before in the past, but I didn't take it serious. So I found God. I was going through a spiritual journey and I went through a semen retention journey as well at the same time, right? Wasn't smoking, wasn't drinking, wasn't having sex, wasn't watching porn. I wasn't doing none of that stuff. I really wasn't even listening to rap music for real. Like my whole entire life revolved around sobriety, sexual abstinence, and God, right? Now, I was going on about 3 months of this journey that I was on, right? So I was working a job, and guess what happens? A beautiful young lady starts at the job one day. So, of course, who do they assign to train the beautiful young lady? Shakira Shalom. So, as I'm getting to know the chick, training her and everything, of course, there's some flirting going back and forth and all that type of stuff. And numbers get exchanged and all of that. And, quick backstory about myself, fellas. I used to always rap. I used to literally record myself rapping. I had music equipment like some years ago. I used to make beats. I used to rap. And, I used to, claim to be like a rapper, a producer slash producer. You know what I'm saying? So she made music. She was a rapper, singer, and stuff like that. So that was one thing we had in common was music, right? Our love and passion for music. So her not knowing really that I'm like on a spiritual journey. I'm not currently having sex with anyone. I'm not drinking, smoking. I'm not on none of that. I'm like trying to get right with the Lord. I feel the best that I felt in my life. And her not knowing that I was really on that type of time, one day she ended up inviting me. Imagine, this was only about a week after we met. So one day she ended up inviting me over to her apartment, right? Now she told me, hey, why don't you come over? I'm gonna play you some beats that my producer sent me, and we gonna come up with some lyrics and stuff like that. And if you cold, if I like what you come up with, I'm gonna let you write for me. And you know what I'm saying? We gonna go from there. Like you write and I perform type thing. Okay, cool. Bet. Because mind you, before she invited me to her place, we had never, like, it was a little bit of flirting going on, but it was never nothing to where I knew if I ever got her alone, we was gonna have sex. It was nothing like that. I didn't have no intentions on sleeping with that woman, man, because we wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? So she invited me to her apartment one day, right? And I'm under the impression that we gonna listen to some beats and write some music, right? I get to the apartment, fellas. This chick walking around with a robe on, right? And just a backstory, man. I'm a sucker for women with cute feet, man. Like, oh my goodness, man. She had a cute face. She was chocolate. She had some big breasts. She had a nice little booty, and she had some cute little toes, man. Man, that chick was walking around with that robe on that stopped like barely past her butt cheeks, and man, woo, boy. So she was drinking some Tito's, right? And she offered me a drink. Now, at the time, I wasn't drinking, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Let me go ahead and I guess I have me one little drink ain't gonna hurt. So that one drink led to another drink. That other drink led to another drink. Next thing you know, she's flaming up some weed, right? So I hit the weed. I'm like, okay, man, this chick, I'm over here drinking and smoking. I don't even do none of this stuff, man. And I don't even have to go into details and tell you guys what ended up happening not too long after that alcohol and that weed kicked in. So ended up smashing this chick. Now, guess what I'm not doing anymore? I'm not reading my Bible anymore. I'm not praying like that anymore. I'm not watching my godly shows anymore. I'm no longer sober. I'm no longer abstinent from sex. I'm having sex with this woman every single day. I'm having drinks and smoking with this woman every single day. And this is why I tell you guys, when you're on this journey, man, you have to be careful who you allow into your life, because just like God works in mysterious ways and God sends people into your life for a reason, the devil can also send people into your life for a reason. And most of the time, if not all the time, it's to sabotage you. It's to ruin what you have going on. Especially when you are getting right with the man upstairs, the devil will definitely send somebody into your life to sabotage your relationship with God, man. You know why? Because the devil is a hater. The devil is here to steal, kill, and destroy. The devil will send people into your life to steal from you. The devil will send people into your life that want to kill you. And the devil will send people into your life that want to destroy you and everything around you. The devil will go out of his way to destroy your relationship with God. You don't believe me? I know you guys have been in a situation like that with a woman when you had so many positive, great things going on in your life, and it don't even have to pertain to the Most High, but just anything. You just got something going for yourself. You know, you got a nice thing going. Life is going good for you, and here come this chick, and next thing you know, your life is just in shambles. She just comes in your life and just flip it inside out, upside down, left, sideways, to the right, to the left, back and forth. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know you guys have been with a woman like that, man. I know you guys have dealt with a woman like that at some point in your life. We all go through that, man. But the message I'm trying to tell you guys is you need to do your best to avoid women that are for the streets. You need to do your best to avoid Jezebels. You need to do your best to avoid these 304s, because all of these women are only in your life to destroy you, fellas. That is it. That is all. They're like semen demons. They just want to suck you dry. They want to suck your energy, man. And that chick, she was so draining, bro. She was just the most one of the most negative people I ever met in my life, man. Like anytime that I was around this chick and we wasn't like having sex, man, she would just dump all of her family drama on me, all of the drama and gossip she had going on with her friends, people I didn't even know. And it's like me just sitting there soaking all this up. It was just draining me. Like she had a very draining spirit. And you gotta be mindful and be careful of being around people like that. Cause there's really people out here who are just around you to like drain your energy, man. Like it got to a point where she used to want me to come spend the night over at her house her apartment every night. And let me mind you, like I know a lot of you guys probably not from Chicago or familiar with my city, but this chick stayed in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in my city. I know y'all hear a lot about the Inglewood area or O Block, and you know where King Von and Chief Keef and all them from. Yeah, that area is bad. That's a terrible area. If you're not, even if you're from there, it's a terrible area. But it's some spots like the low end or some spots that's over east, man, that is terrible, man. Like you will go over there and you will get your brains blown out if you are at the wrong place at the wrong time. I am telling you, it is not safe. I don't care if you've been there your whole life. It's people that grew up in certain areas that don't even like going to certain areas. But Chicago is a dangerous city. I know everywhere is dangerous, but you will literally get your face blown off if you are literally at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was living in one of those areas, one of those dangerous neighborhoods on the east side, man, over east. And this chick used to have me coming over there at all hours of the night. Man, I'd be looking over my shoulder. All I hear is people yelling, people running up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man. And she used to do little weird stuff like wait like 5-10 minutes before she come buzz me in. Like, hey, man, don't ever have me standing outside like that, man. This ain't that type of neighborhood. I'm not from here, man. Even if I was, don't have me standing outside like that, man. Like, bro, I'm not from here, man. Stop doing that. Like it got to the point I had to check her about that, man. Stop having me standing outside like that. This ain't the type of neighborhood I want to just be standing around in like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point I just stopped going over there, not just for that reason, but that was one reason. And I just stopped going because she was just too draining to be around, man. Her energy was draining. She wanted to always drain my semen. She always wanted to have sex. Like, man, I still got the text messages in my phone to this day. Like this chick used to beg me to come be inside of her. Like those were her words. Oh my god, can you please come over? I just want you inside me right now. Like she was just too draining, man. You guys gotta be mindful of those chicks that just want to drain your energy and drain your semen, bro. You're gonna be all dried up. You're gonna be at low vibration. And that chick, she saw that I was at a high vibration when she first met me, man. I was so turned up, but just not turned up in a bad way. Like I just had God in my life. I was sober. Man, bro, I was feeling so good. I was in the gym every day. Man, come on. I was going to Planet Fitness every day. Drinking my protein powder. My arms was big. She just saw I was on a high frequency, bro. And I swear, man, that semen demon, that Jezebel, that 304 came into my life, man, and just wanted to suck me dry every day. Literally wanted to suck me dry, my energy and my semen every day. It wasn't a day that went by that chick didn't want me to come over there so she could literally suck me dry, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you guys, you got to be careful, man, when you on this journey of semen retention, no fap, spiritual journey, all of that stuff, man, because the devil will send people into your life to literally spiritually, physically, and mentally, emotionally drain you, fellas. That it's a real thing, man. That is a real thing. A semen demon, those are real, man. She want to suck you dry. She want to take all your energy, fellas. I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful on this journey, man. You really do. But I just wanted to tap in real quick, man, and tell you guys, man, be careful of these women that you, not even just women, even people in general, man, other guys, like, be careful who you invite into your life, who you entertain, man, because a lot of times people are just really in your life to just drain your energy, man. You know, you just got to be mindful of who's around you, who you surround yourself with, man. People are like vampires. They just want to suck you dry, bro. They see you got a high volume of energy and they want to suck you dry. Women see you got a high volume of energy and semen, and they want to suck you dry in both ways. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, fellas, man. Thanks for tapping in with me, fellas. If you haven't already, like the video, leave a comment, question, concerns. I got you. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, man. Keep going and keep growing. Stay safe, stay blessed out there. Have the most beautiful day you could possibly have, man. Shalom, my brothers. Until the next video, take care.